Good evening, morning, or afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another one of our SMZ3 2020 tournaments. Today, we've got Thorneto versus Ivan. Well, I guess tonight, tomorrow, morning, whatever. I'm Semper Fire Dog. I'm going to be here for now. Hopefully, my co commentator comes by a little bit later, but if not, that's okay. We're getting ready. The countdown's been initiated, so we should be able to get ready on this show on the road here shortly. I hope you guys are here to enjoy the show just like I am. And let's have a good one. Now, I personally don't know the skill level of either of these, but I've heard of Ivan's name before, so I'm guessing that he's probably pretty good. And away we go. All right, now I'm looking forward to some of this stuff. This is going to be fun. Now, most of the runners, with the normal logic, obviously they're going to go straight to a link to the past. 99% of the time they do that anyway. Well, I lied. So Ivan making the gamble, going down to Morph Ball pedestal to see what's down here. Make me eat my words just as I say it. Go figure. Down here, he's got one item in logic and one item out of logic to get, unless the first item happens to be high jump or space jump. But, you know, that's a 1 in 316 chance or some odd, some kind of odds like that. I'm not taking those kind of odds. And it's a heart container on the Morph Bell pedestal, so that's kind of nice to have. But not worth getting, because if there's nothing in the ceiling here, he's just going to reset back to the ship. And another heart container. Well, look at that. Maybe? I'm working on it. And I am joined by 5D100. Welcome. Welcome.
Hello. Sorry, I was caught up. And...
That's okay. We're just beginning. We're 2 minutes in. So far, heart containers in Super Metroid.
Sounds about right.
So far, nothing really exciting. We've got bombs in Link's house. I haven't seen a map check yet, so neither of our runners have given us that option yet. Going to be using bomb stress to get through the escape, which is significant.
If he is able to actually find something down there, then it's definitely going to be a major advantage on his part.
Absolutely. But so far, it's just cash and bombs. Nothing really useful yet. Nothing good. Not a progression. Something that makes us do something.
Well, then again, we're what, 3 minutes into the sequence? So.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't seen Kakariko at this point. But Thorneto taking the gamble.
Let's see if it pays off. Looks like Ivan is actually going to head over to Kak for his check. Oh, he's actually gonna... I think he's gonna check the Lumberjack.
And he's going to check the tree pull as well, which is just hearts, not too helpful right now. And the bush crab drops 5 rupees, otherwise known as bloopies. So, I mean, it's a slow way to get your money, but not that great.
Almost definitely. Early game there is definitely for cash, so it's always nice to see.
Yes, and having the wave beam down in Zelda's cell allows us to have a little bit of extra power in Metroid when we get back there.
I'm sure
With some supers where the mushroom grows.
I'm sure the wave is very stifling, especially considering that we don't worry about doing some of these that super. Checking. Required. Oh, just extra 5 bombs. That's not good. Oh, well, you want to see.
Alright, we're going to see what's in the bottom of Blind's hut. The Thieves' Hideout. We got 20 bucks, water toes, that's more checks, an energy tank, early game health is nice, and money. More money's always nice. I definitely missed what was in the Thieves' Hideout here. It's a nope tank. Okay, so... nope tanks this early on. They're considered energy tanks now, so we might as well pick them up.
It's always nice to have a nope tank or two.
Yeah, they're definitely definitely beneficial in the long run.
Looks like missiles. Our first check in the well. And then bomb.
Hey, getting a bottle in Kakariko is nice because you can just check the sick kid while you're in another bottle. 2 of them, both empty, because you know that's a new chain.
It's a shame we don't see B-Torp anymore.
Yeah, or anything useful like a blue potion. You know, that'd be great. And we got our first power bomb pack on the bottle vendor. That's actually probably worth 100 rupees, I would say.
Oh, absolutely. You can do a lot with power bombs this early in the game.
Yes, indeed. And in the chicken hut, we have a piece of heart. The only problem is, before we can use those power bombs, we need another upgrade that usually likes to hide somewhere stupid.
Oh, absolutely. It can be anywhere. Well, just about.
Just about anywhere except behind itself, which is kind of nice.
That is a nice. Oh, just missiles from the sick kid.
He was a terrorist trying to blow stuff up, I guess. Oh, hey, speaking of Morph Ball, there it is in the back of the tavern.
Hey.
Well, I just eat my words again.
Well, I mean, this offers the question, though. Do you hop back into Super Metroid? I mean, is it worth it to go back to Super Metroid? Is the question.
Right now, I would say no. Once we get past the South Shore checks, Ice Rod Cave, and maybe Agina, and possibly Eastern Palace checks, then it's like now you've got power bombs, you've got wave beam, you've got morph ball, supers, missiles. You can do a ton of checks in early Metroid.
Definitely. Oh, looks like Ivan is actually gonna sneak a peek at what the ledge has before, and it's just 5 extra bombs.
And now he's going to go do his South Shore checks. He'll do the dam and most likely Mini Moldorm. Or he'll go to the dam and Gina and then come back and do Mini Moldorm. I don't know what his plan is yet, but he seems to have caught up in relatively quick fashion, caught up to Thorneto. Oh, man. He ate that bomb blast, and it killed him. And there's our silver arrows in the day.
Silver's always nice to find early, except whenever you forget that you have them. Because chances are, if you forget that you have them this early and you get the bow, it replaces it with normal arrows. And I've seen several runners actually forget that they had them through the entire thing and do spin strats on Gantt, which is never a fun time.
And that's definitely the slower way to do it, too. You're gonna watch out for them crabs. Those crabs hurt. They're gonna take 2 hearts damage. One more hit and you're gone. You're gonna have to come back and do another walk of shame. Using bomb strats to take out them old worms, I mean, you kind of have to. It's the only weapon you got.
Indeed it is.
At least they cooperated fairly well. Let's see what we got in Mini Moldworm Cave today. We got supers, nice. Our first sword, very nice. Some more explosives. The X-ray scope, and a bloopy. So, not bad. The first sword's really nice, though.
Oh yeah. It's always nice to have a sword so you don't have to rely on bombs.
It's a shame we didn't have that sword beforehand.
Yeah, but these runners seem experienced enough so that way they can just breeze right on through any mortal curve.
Yeah, they don't seem to be having any hesitation at all.
Though I will admit that we are 1 plasma and 1 charge beam away from a microwave beam.
Yes, indeed. One of my favorite beams in the game. Even if it's not canon. Oh, surprise guard. Hey, thanks for taking off the other quarter of a heart I had.
Ooh,
We got
speed booster.
Speed in Ice Rod Cave. Wow.
That actually opens up quite a bit on Super Metroid, so who knows? They might head straight back there.
Yeah, I've got some water checks to check too, though. We can get up to Waterfall Cave, Waterfall Ferry, and Zora. We don't have the money for Zora, but we can check the ledge.
Definitely. And with flippers that they got in the well, they can definitely go ahead and grab whatever's up there as well.
Yes, indeed. And they can also check the hobo, which is where Ivan's going right now. And looks like Thorneto's right behind him. And the man under the bridge is carrying bombs. Not really helpful at this point.
Seems like Hyrule is having its own 4th of July.
Yeah, the
sick
sick kids has missiles, the man under the bridge has bombs. I mean, geez.
Looks like Thorneto is actually going over to Super Metroid, I assume. Either that or Easter.
No, he's going way off the rails somewhere else. I have no idea where he's going. Is he gonna go check the race game?
I think he hasn't gone over the race game yet.
Yeah, he died at the bottom of the well to a bomb blast, so he never got to see the southern side of Kakariko.
That's right. Oh, but Ivan, however, is going over. Just see those 5 bombs and immediately turns around.
Yeah, Ivan saw the heart container on the Zora ledge and was like, nope, I'm out. See ya. The single arrow on the library ledge. I guarantee we're not coming back for that.
Oh, looks like Ivan's checking up here first.
Yeah, criteria power bombs is a nice early check. Now you gotta be careful about the acid in the power suit. It does a metric ton of damage. 4 or 5 missiles. He'll elect to keep them and then just leave. He'll probably do a shine spark over. No, I don't know. He might do a shine spark over to the gauntlet, but that with such low health. Oh well, never mind.
Well, looks like he's going to do
Or that.
He tried to get it, but he ended up missing it. Oh, I think Ivan's preparing for a shine spark across a gauntlet.
Yes, he probably has enough health on that to get through. He's gonna set up a short charge up here and just shine spark his way across. Very much like that. Now what's gonna stop him dead on when he hits 22 health, or he's gonna use the reserve tank that we forgot about to help him get the rest of the way.
See, it's always good to have a reserve tank.
Oh, and that's a terrible place to hide that.
I mean, it's definitely good if you're not too well versed with dark rooms. But
It also puts all our dark rooms in logic too, so that opens up a lot of stuff. Whoop! This is where it gets difficult. Can we get out of here?
Question is Thorneto gonna check? Ask the hospital where his pendant is. Oh, and a flute.
And our third bottle. What?
Oh, and a glove.
Oh my goodness. The
Our
gloves?
first glove.
Wow. So the gauntlet is packed, and Speed Booster, I believe, does put that in logic, yes, to answer your question in chat. So, having those two items, Gauntlet was extremely useful here. Very necessary for progression.
And another cat to tank.
There's our first map check. Our green pendant is at Terra of Hera. The other two are blue crystals.
Nope.
Although
Desert is actually a red crystal.
Yeah, I saw a number. I didn't actually see the color, but somewhere in my brain told me that it was the number 6.
Question is, will we be seeing the Fat Fairy today?
That'd be cool. I haven't seen her in a while.
I like the divergence we have in our runners, because Thorneto is opting to stay and lead the pass. Getting that flute opens up quite a bit.
That also, having the flute also gives us Death Mountain access. So we have Death Mountain access in a plurality of ways.
And there's our fourth bottle.
17 minutes in, we got 4 bottles? Like, what is this?
Ice Beam! Ooh!
That's a
Of
noise.
course, it is out of logic, but even so, it's still
Actually,
nice to see.
that isn't logic because he has Speed Booster.
That is true. He does have Speed Booster. Never mind.
It's alright, we'll be doing this all night. And some shrooms. We got some drugs up above in early supers. So that's nice. Turn the mushrooms into some powder. Maybe.
Nice execution in Scully Room. And 50 rupees. That's good.
There's one of our single rupees. And there's our second shield in the Edacoons area.
Oh, and we have a Master Sword.
Master Sword, glove, lamp, Aga, anyone?
I'm sure our runners are going to do everything in their power not to go to Aga.
Yes, there's chances are that they don't need to, because, I mean, you can do a a lot of stuff in Metroid before you even need to think about Dark World access via Ag.
That is true. Opting not to get the piece of heart there.
How many do you really need?
Well, that's early in the game. I mean, it'd be nice to have extra health, but these runners probably don't need it. Oh. I think Ivan's going for... Oh, just grab a power bomb. Okay.
Yes, he's grabbing a power bomb in there because there's fireflies in there who have a monumentally high chance of dropping those things. Man, those short charges of Ivan's are beautiful. Thank you, Razor Flamekun, for the subscription. 5 months in a row. Thanks for keeping SpeedGaming going. We definitely, desperately need those donations from everybody to keep us on air, you know? Okay, well, you know, close enough. Five months then. 5 months. I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Good
Oof.
damage boost by Evan. And just
Perfect
need
time for a full
actually.
heal.
Very nice.
It's-
All
wanna get your
eyes for the
Evans and-
national anthem.
I apologize for cutting you off. I do that a lot.
You may be seated.
The duck is amok, the goose is loose. All hail the magic quail. You know, whatever your favorite pun is, you can use it. Thorneto is going to rescue the old man out of logic for him, but we all know that he is in logic. We also know from Thorneto that the wave gate glitch that Ivan's about to do is also in logic because we have the wave beam.
Ooh, and that's a very nice find.
Gravity suit there is, yeah. That's nice, and it got really quiet all of a sudden.
There we go.
I thought my computer froze for a second until you said something. I was like, oh no. There's our moon pearl. So Aga's almost dead. We need another glove or a hammer, and we're gonna not need him anymore. Man, this early game is loaded.
Good news is that with Gravity Suit, this is free, so you don't need to do the charge and then.
I am being corrected by chat. They're saying that with Gravity Suit and Speed Booster, we can get to Dark World access via the Dark World portal over by the Dark Eyes Rod Cave, and we have flippers so we can get out of there. So, yep. Perfect.
Also, it looks like Thorneto is back up and running. Okay. It's like a little bit of lag on the screen. Oh, okay.
Oh, and there's a
Ooh,
Various
and
suit from the old man.
Various suit.
What? That's both suits already? What is this game?
Are we going to a jet seat now? Is that what's going on?
This time of night, I wouldn't mind it.
I've been seeing that reserve tank and deciding against it.
At this point, yeah, we don't need it anymore.
Unfortunately, we won't be able to see what's on Death Mountain right now. Oh, looks like he snuck into Metroid and he got Bombos. So that might be useful. Let's see
I would
what's on
say
Ivan.
at some point, it probably will be.
Just 50 rupees.
And he's going to get up that energy tank at the top of this area, the high jump area. Derp. With Variant and Speed Booster, that also puts Ice Beam in logic. And there's our screw attack. Oh my.
That's going to make getting around very easy.
Yeah, no more fear of dying. You just jump through your enemies.
Alright, let's see what's in Billy Mays. There's all 4 reserve tanks.
We got all 4 bottles and all 4 reserve tanks at 23 minutes in. 24, 42, 25 minutes in. What? What game are you doing?
Looks like Thorneto's trying to go ahead and take on Kraid a little bit early without high jump.
If he takes his speed booster off, he'd have a lot better time doing this. Speed booster lowers your jump height. Oh, well, I mean, I guess you can do it that way too, but with speed booster and not high jump, it actually makes your jump slower. I don't know why. I'm not that well versed in lore. I just know that little bit of tidbit of information.
The more you know. Opting out of the heart. Ooh, we got a the brain check, and it's just a red rupee.
And we're gonna get an early Shaft Supers check. For
just
some
10 arrows.
That's kind of depressing. Unfortunately, at least it's not something useful. And we got Thorneto taking on Kraid to see if we get a quick kill or we're going to see the DLC. Kraid's not wanting to cooperate here. Oh!
Looks like we're 1 super away from getting him nice and finished. Oh, and looks like Swagnet.
Swagnet's at our 230 missile pickup, so that's interesting.
And just supers behind Kraid. Alright.
There's our plasma beam on the bomb Torizo. That's real nice. All we need is charge, and we got ourselves some microwave capabilities.
Oh yeah. And then Dragon is easy pickings.
And so is Fantoon.
Oh yeah.
And I can't stand Fantoon, so I love microwaving that guy.
I didn't even know you could microwave Fantoon. And an extra heart container.
Yeah, you gotta hit Fantoon with a missile and to make him vulnerable, and then you can microwave him. The only bosses that are not microwavable would be Ridley and, strangely enough, Kraid. But obviously Mother Brain.
Must be all the metal.
Probably.
Ooh, that is a very nice shine spark on Ivan's screen.
Getting the ocean fly is something I've always wanted to be able to do and have not been able to do it so far.
Alright, let's go ahead and see how he takes on Fantoon. First, a few checks.
Another heart container, or another heart piece he's saying no to.
That is true. With the addition of it being 11, they can indeed take on Ridley without charge beam, because it is no longer required by logic.
Right.
So technically, we are in no mode for Super Metroid and Super Metroid 1.
We would need a little bit more ammo, I think, before we could do that, but yeah.
Well, yes, more ammo, obviously, but
I don't know how much more. I know that it's 30 supers, or the equivalent of... I think power bombs do 400 to Ridley, but I'm not 100% positive.
and if I recall correctly, it's only like the first 2.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Looks like it's 30 supers for Ridley and 60 for Mother Brain. Alright, so it looks like Ivan finished up quite nicely.
I looked away and Fantoon was already dead. Like, he destroyed that ghost.
So we've got a couple more checks for Ivan. And it looks like Thorneto is actually going to be doing a spark jump as well, or shine spark as well.
There's always a critic, Ark. Always a critic. Yeah, Thorneto getting a very good showing spark through the gauntlet as well to get his lamp. At least I hope it's he. I think they're both he. I should have asked beforehand.
That's why you play it smart and just say they.
Yeah, that's true. I usually say he, and if it's a girl, I get smacked. It's okay. You know, whatever. I'm used to it. I don't mean it. I mean, I could just call them dudes. I call everything dude. I call my cat, my television, my vacuum cleaner, everything's a dude.
It works. That being said, let's go ahead and see what we get on Ivan. Looks like it is just a green rupee.
That's the other single green rupee. So both of them have been discovered already.
Unfortunately, there is no, or he didn't save scum, so he's gonna have to go all the way back.
Shouldn't be a problem with gravity suit.
Yeah, definitely not. It's just a bit of a time sink.
Yeah.
Also, Thorneto gets his glove, and he goes for the reserve pick, actually.
So that puts him into the realm of doing AGA for Dark World Access if he wanted to. I mean, it's doing AGA might be faster in the long run than having to go through Lower or Meridia every time you want to go to the Dark World. But I don't know.
Definitely.
I've been clearing out the attic, making sure to kill all the enemies and shooting both doors so he can just run through and go through the door on the other side. Because if you don't do that, you have to fight all the enemies again. And that's kind of a pain in the butt.
I did that once, and it was not a good time for anyone involved.
I made that mistake once, and I learned from it swiftly. And there's our third shield, so Ivan's just going to maintain his fighter shield for the rest of the game.
But it does mean that Laser Bridge is in logic. Also,
Yes,
Thorneto getting full beam, with the exception of charge.
And Spazer? Spacer's important, man. You can't forget about Spacer.
But once you have plasma, it
Yeah.
doesn't really matter. So,
In this game, yes.
I mean,
Spacer in other games is pretty strong.
unless you're going for a murder beam, but I don't think that's allowed in this. So,
I do not believe so either. We're gonna take. Thorneto is going to go check his, get his shield
Oof.
from 230 missiles.
oh, and Thorneto actually puts it better than
Oops, sorry, bugnet, wrong place. I had a brain fart already. It's early, late, whatever.
10 arrows. 2 other checks, and grapple.
Grapple. Nice.
Okay.
That puts Shack Tool in logic.
Jack tool indeed. Oh, looks like Thorneto is going to get his, I do believe,
This was 10 sticks in the Shaft Supers. I remember that. Oh.
I do believe he has Ice Beam. Does he not? Or am I thinking?
No, the Ice Beam is behind Green Brand. He hasn't been down there yet.
Oh, that's right.
Behind
It looks
the
like
early
Ivan's going
Supers.
bowling.
Yeah, he gets to take his first break of the game. About, I don't know, what, 35 seconds or so of just taking a drink, stretching your arms, cracking your fingers, whatever you gotta do.
Do 10 push-ups, something like that. Thankfully, Thorneto, instead of wasting his time there, he goes ahead and just wall jumps up and sees it a fruitless endeavor.
It's one of the worst wall jumps in the game because you can't tell if you're making progress or not.
Oh, that's awful. For a bit there, I didn't even know if he was falling down.
It's a terrible sense of vertigo.
Thorneto actually deciding to grab the 20 rupees. Also, 10 bombs bombs where gravity suit was.
So Wrecked Ship really didn't have that much in the way of useful stuff.
I mean, it had grapple.
That's about it.
Depending on who you are, it might be useful. Might be.
The quality of these runners, I'm going to say it's mildly useful.
Looks like a heart container was where Morphball was.
And Ivan's going to head down Red Tower and go down to fight probably Kraid this way. We're going to get our beta power bombs checked first. For our third sword of the game. Wow. This game's just handing out everything that has multiples of itself. Multiples. What am I saying? You know, we got 4 bottles, 4 reserve tanks, 3 swords, all the beams. Like, holy cow, 2 suits, and a partridge in a pear tree at this point.
I mean, would Ridley be considered spring ball? Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Most important power up in the game. His run is
Absolutely. I agree with you.
I mean, it's definitely useful for some movement while you're in Morph Ball.
I definitely value Spring Ball more than I should.
Looks like we were having he's going all the way down Red Tower.
Ivan's going to use that grapple beam to get across to the X-ray scope location, see what we got here. Getting grabbed by the yak attacks? No, those aren't yak attacks. I forget what those are called.
Either way, they're pretty nasty to get grabbed.
Yapping Mon. Oh, and there's our
Ooh,
Titan's
and there's our
Mist.
mitts.
There's Aga dead right there.
So, we're good to go on Metroid, but what items do we need for Link to the Past?
We at least need the hammer. We need the bow. At least one rod. Probably both. And the red cane and hookshot.
I don't know about both, because there's 2 pendants left that we need. And so, Turtle Rock could be one of those 2 pendants.
It is true. We may not need the ice rod, but the chances are, I mean, it is a 2 out of 7 chance that we're gonna get pendants there. So we'll see. We'll see. Mirror as well. We're gonna need the mirror.
Definitely.
So we need quite a few items.
We might not need mirror, actually.
Yeah, Swamp's a pendant. You're right.
So if Swamp and Turtle Rock are 2 pendants, then, I mean...
Oh man, that's gonna be interesting.
Definitely.
Also, we possibly need a medallion or 2, depending on which ones are needed for the dungeons.
Definitely.
So quickly stacking up to be quite a stacked early game, for sure.
Also, chat is mentioning that boots are up, possibly for Dark Palace and Ganon's Tower.
Yeah, Desert could be boots locked, and so could Ganon's Tower. But Ganon's Tower, I mean, I've never seen the key on the torch, but, you know, I mean... There's always that one time.
That was a beautiful short charge for 20 rupees. Oh, looks like Thorneto is actually grabbing his shield upgrade. Is he?
Having the fire shield for blind definitely makes life a little bit easier.
True. Well, the question is, will he actually go ahead and grab his mirror shield? That's the question.
Mama Turtle guarding 20 rupees.
And 50 rupees.
50.
Mama Turtle's loaded.
Yeah, she's holding out on us. She's stashing the cash.
Ooh, that was a beautiful Shine Spark by Ivan. And a beautiful execution of the Speed Booster by Thorneto. Thorneto?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go with Thorneto, and figure it out later. I'm gonna go with it. Sounds like Tornado, only with Thorneto. Just throwing that out there. Ivan picked up Spring Ball, didn't he? He's just forgetting that he has it.
I don't think Ivan did. I think it was Thorn who picked it up.
Am I really that backwards already? I mean, I'm not surprised. It's late. Oh, and there's some more power bombs in the watering hole.
You don't need too many more of those.
We got the 15 required.
I think Thorn was actually setting up for the super glitch, but then realized that she had, or they had, wave beam.
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute, I don't need to do this.
Also, picking up their gravity suit. It all mixed up.
It's okay. We'll be alright. You can just blame it on the time. And in the aqueduct, we have 5 missiles and
More missiles.
Yay. Ivan's gonna save it here so he can check the sand pits without having to worry about making the long journey back up here.
Ooh, looks like Spore Spawn only had some money.
I almost forget that boss exists in this game. We got supers in the sand pit.
Oh, looks like he's going to go grab some. Or Ivan's going to grab some.
And on the other side, we have regular missiles, and I think Ivan's gonna go check Tool. Sure looks like it. He's heading that direction.
It isn't logic, so I mean...
And there's never going to be another opportunity for you to come here and do this again, so... Now, the only problem is getting up there is not easy without high jump or space jump. In fact, on normal logic, I'm not sure if that's in logic at all.
Oh, it looks like he's doing a ball jump.
Wow, that was very nice.
That was a very beautiful execution by Evan.
Spring ball jumps are not in logic for normal logic, but we're here.
Alright, Ivan can go ahead and take his bathroom break.
Didn't he just have one doing the bowling?
I mean, I don't think I can go use the bathroom in 5 seconds.
Depends on how close the bathroom is.
True.
I sure hope Shack Tool survives this journey.
And a reset.
Not worth.
Meanwhile, Thorn is picking up their reserve tank.
I think that's what they finally found all 4 of them at this point.
Yeah, that's all 4 for them.
And now we get to see the left side sandpit, which is probably going to be also garbage. But, you know, at this point, I've eaten my words more than once tonight. So, you know, I'm ready to eat them again. Yep, it's trash.
Looks like all we need to do is find Dragon and call it a night. At least as far as Murray is concerned.
Yes, and with the loadouts we have, we can do almost all of Super Metroid. There's just a couple checks that we don't have access to yet, and that's because we're missing things like space jump. Or a can fly, which I don't know if Speed Booster counts as a can fly or not. I don't think it does.
I guess Ivan... Oh, wait. I might be getting turned up now. Ooh, that was a very nice execution by Ivan.
Going into Botswana without charge beam can be deadly, because you can get stuck in there without having charge beam.
Ivan does point out, or chat did point out that Ivan does not have Varia yet.
But he has the ability to get it, and he will get it eventually. And hopefully Ivan gives us a peek into the... Well, he'll probably go kill Dragon, then come back out and exit via the Meridia portal,
Ooh,
and we'll be able
and
to
I
see the
think
Dark
that's all
Lord.
4 swords.
Nah, that's the... We saw that sword already from... that's where Ivan got his Master
That's
Sword.
right.
But
And I am getting
that's
excited.
still tempered. Tempered is still a nice sword to have.
Oh yeah, yeah. The distance between tempered and master is the biggest thing in this game.
Yeah, it definitely makes gaming a lot easier because then you don't have to use sword spins anymore.
I mean, it's the difference between that is bigger than the jump between tempered and gold, or butter. My mistake. Delicious, delicious butter.
I like me some butter. Who doesn't like butter?
Question is, will we see a blue suit tonight?
I do not know.
I like the arm pumps in rhythm. I like that.
We're gonna do some shine sparking to damage Dragon. Interesting choice to not use your grapple beam, but you know, I mean, they're better at this game than I am, so.
To be fair, it does quite a bit of damage, and 2 shine sparks can kill Dragon right out. So
That was a very quick fight.
that's it done, Ivan. Ooh, it looks like we don't get a spike suit. Or do we?
That's unfortunate.
No. Unfortunately.
Oh, and the
Ooh.
bow is
The almighty
behind
D.
Dragon. Wow.
That's a big find for Ivan.
That opens up a couple doors. Yeah, that's crazy. This seed is opening up so fast.
Of course, you know what they say. A fast seed in the beginning turns into a really, really convoluted and slow seed, where you won't find anything for about 15 checks.
Yeah, it could be that dreaded ice rod hunt.
Mm-hmm. Also, a very nice shine spark by Thorneto. Opting to go check missile tank area for a extra E-tank. That's good.
I've been using the grapple beam as intended, which is something you very rarely see these days. You'd think he's done this a time or two with the way he traversed that room.
Oh? I wonder if Ivan's gonna go ahead and check plasma.
I would venture to say that's the only reason why he'd be going this way. And if Plasma has something important as well, this just, I mean, this gives Ivan a sizable advantage.
That is true. Only issue is that he still hasn't gotten Varia yet, and so he probably will be looking for that as well.
Yes, because no matter how many energy tanks you have, doing a hell run to Ridley is not in logic, no matter what the difficulty is. At least for tournaments. I don't know about personal settings and whatnot, but I know that in tournament settings, that is definitely not in logic.
Definitely not, but either way, it's still just a pain to do, no matter who you are.
The Grand Hell Run is always a terrifying thing to watch.
Looks like Thorn is doing pretty well against Phantom.
Thank God for Screw Attack. Lets you kill these stupid pink pirates without having to sweat. And Plasma Beam just dropping some bombs. So
And Thorneto doing a really nice job with Phantom. I'm not sure if Plasma Uncharged can hurt them.
Uncharged Plasma does not hurt bosses at all.
Well, not Phantom. I was talking about the pink pirates.
Oh yeah, I think it does. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure if it's not charged on those pirates, I think it does do damage to them. Chat will tell us. Chat knows everything.
Yeah, it does. Okay.
And Ivan's taking the toilet down to the bottom of Meridia. I'm going to have to agree with our tracker Sanders 316 and say that he is probably going to fight Kraid. He's right here. There's not going to be another opportunity for him to come this close to Kraid again without making it a purposeful, on a purposeful trip. So we might as well just go deal with him now.
Excellent routing, though. Ooh, that's nice. Mothball.
Gotta love them swag strats.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Ivan's making the game look easy.
Nope, looks like Thorn set up for a safe gun. Which I can almost guarantee will be used here shortly.
With what's over here? Yes, most likely.
Will Ivan get the quick kill, or will we see DLC?
I'm going to say we're going to go 50-50, and it's going to be one DLC, one quick kill.
Very nice.
Dang. That was a very quick kill. Upping our collection of super missiles to 25 thus far. Not enough, but getting there. Thorneto is making his way to the attic of Wreck Ship, where he's going to find a bunch of nothing. But so far, this seed has been very, very interesting. Very, very open. Very, very quickly giving them items. We're just about an hour in. We've already got basically go mode for Super Metroid.
More or less. All we need is either charge beam or a lot more missiles, and we're good to go.
Super Metroid, or Link to the Past is going to give us the one that's going to be the difficult one, though, because we have a lot of checks. Thorneto has 25 super. Well, he's currently carrying 21, but he can have 25.
Alright, so it looks like Ivan finally gets Balmos. He's going to be a little bit disappointed about what he finds here.
Yeah, I don't think we need rupees anymore.
I think we grabbed a couple, so we have probably enough for King Zora.
And Ivan's gonna go give us our check of Ice Beam as well. And we'll probably... Oh, he doesn't have various suit yet. Never mind.
It's not very
Yes, this is in logic, but not in logic for him.
Meanwhile, Thorn just taking the brunt of damage. And descend the bowling.
Yeah, I think the bowling shows might get fouled here. He might step across the line.
Oh, yeah. In all my time watching these races, there hasn't been a time where he hasn't stepped across that line.
Maybe one of these days he will, but you know, I just don't see him learning. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I do believe that Ivan did give us a check of the wreck ship reserve, which was 20 rupees. And I don't. They may have checked that through another door, but I'm not 100% positive on that.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
20 rupees.
So either I'm clairvoyant or I saw it before.
Like some power bomb or super missiles are on top of Spectacle Rock, and a piece of heart is inside Spectacle Cave.
And now Ivan's going to go rescue the old man, and he's going to get his various suit and be relatively happy that he doesn't need anything else for Super Metroid, most likely, except for the ammo, obviously.
Whatever. And at least now we can see what he's doing. So that's always a plus.
Yeah, wandering around in the dark is not the most fun thing to do, but it is obviously doable.
Mm-hmm.
It begs the question as to what Ivan is going to do. Is he going to go straight back to Super Metroid, or is he going to go to the Dark World? There's more checks in the Dark World, but Super Metroid is closer. Or is he going to get killed by sky cabbages? Ooh, he's going back. And now we're probably going to see an almost full clear of Norfair.
Looks like we've got a moonfall over on Thorneto's end. I gotta say, the execution for these runners has been amazing up to this point.
It has. They are definitely, and there's high jump boots in the cathedral. I always get the cathedral, the Colosseum, and there's another one, a third one, the amphitheater. Always get those three mixed up.
And here we are at Bowl Mountain. Let's see what Ivan finds here.
We're going to start with Speed Booster.
He has 2 checks you can check here. Just missiles. Okay.
I think that's vanilla.
Oh,
Ooh, and
and
the
literacy. Okay.
Now we can read, we can check the Ether Tablet, the Bombos Tablet, and check the pedestal, and open up Desert from the Light World. Which, if Desert has our mirror, is the only way in.
Either way, it's still nice to have. So we can at least know that you don't need to worry about those checks later on.
Absolutely. There's another one of our coins, the Ether coin at the not high jump, the wave beam for pre-wave beam missiles.
More supers. That's nice. They're now up to 30, enough to kill Ridley. So Ridley is in logic now.
Beautiful. The Angry Dragon. I'm willing to bet that Ivan's going to go check the Norfair reserves right now. Using a lovely damage boost to get across the gap there.
This check is definitely free. It's with both suits.
Yep, and the red boomerang. The best meringue, alright.
I'm more partial to the blue ring myself.
I just like the sparkles.
Alright, and Thorn finally getting her their protectors mid.
More supers down in the bottom of Bubble Mountain.
Now, I do want to give a shout out to our sponsor for today's tournament, who's actually giving out cash prizes today. It's Rank1.global. It's a social hub where we can actually share different games that you're playing at the time. Definitely check them out.
I definitely plan to. I just recently learned about Rank 1, and I'm curious to know more about them. So I'm glad that they're sponsoring us. I'm glad that they're giving out some cash money for this. This is definitely a good thing to have. Definitely some incentive to keep on trying hard. And Ivan is going to go face our lovely friend, Crocomire.
Croc. Unfortunately, without charge beam, can't really make it easy by just shooting once and moving along.
Unfortunately, you got to take it the long way.
Ooh,
For a
shovel.
shovel.
That could be
Nice.
good. That
It
could be very good.
could very well hold progression.
Well, Thorn is finally heading into Meridian.
It's a blue suit, right? Or is he just
That's a blue suit.
that shine spark's not going away? That's crazy. How did he do that?
That's a blue suit.
Gonna fly across this gap here to check this next item over here, which is just some
Yeah, it's just
blueberries.
And all these berries must be the pits.
Yeah, probably.
And no, I'm not sorry for that pun.
I'm still waiting for the pun from Blind if we're gonna see it today. Those are always my favorite dad jokes. I've been farming up a little bit of health there before we're going to check the Indiana Jones room and the Vanilla Grapple Beam room.
Let's see what it finds. Just a red ruby.
Trash. The energy tank there at Indiana Jones is rather nice.
Thinking about it, actually,
Chat does bring up a good point, though. Yeah, that we've been in Super Metroid for so long, I almost forgot that this was a combo randomizer.
Looks like Ivan's farming up some supers. Is he thinking about going to take on Ridley?
He might be just wanting to finish off Super Metroid now, while he's here. And it looks like he's headed that direction.
Meanwhile, Thorn is actually going over to take care of business in Mordia. Only issue is that Ivan is going to need to do a lava dive for this.
To answer a question in chat, yes, with the new changes to version 11 logic, charge can literally be anywhere. It's no longer required to kill Mother Brain and or Ridley. Ammo capacities are, also taken into account for that now. So, charge beam could be behind Ridley. It could be in Ganon's tower. It could be anywhere.
Of course, that also applies to morph ball bombs too. So, but I'm sure that's nothing new.
I can count on count on one hand the number of times I've actually found morph ball bombs in my SMZ3C. They're usually tucked away in a corner somewhere that I never get to.
Seven tries. Oh, is he going to check Gold Teresa?
He is. Looks like he's headed that way. He's also going to be able to check Meyer while he's here.
Mm-hmm.
Or he's just farming supers here. That's probably the other answer.
Yeah, I think he's grabbing or replenishing a few of those supers he used while he's here.
Yeah, why not both?
Just missiles.
He is going to take on Gold Teresa.
See what it has. For the longest time, I thought people called him Gold Chorizo.
I mean, chorizo is a great breakfast meat.
It is, but it's sometimes the cheapest meat there is.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's a sausage. Sausage is always cheap.
How dare you?
What? Sausage is great. I love sausage. Don't get me wrong. But it's cheap meat, man. It's just a mixture of all the stuff that nobody else wants to eat.
Not always. Depends on how it's made. I will defend some sausages until I die. Now, if you're talking about Walmart brand, in which case, no, not
yeah, obviously. No, I mean, bratwursts are... Okay, so here we go. We got Pendant Meyer, Pendant Ice Palace, 5-6 Crystal on Thieves Town. Everything else is blue crystal. So we need the Ice Rod, we need the Cane, we need the Fire Rod, we need the Hammer, we need the Hook Shot, we need possibly need the Boots. So we need basically everything.
What is Thorn doing?
Some kind of new swag strat that I don't understand. Besides getting killed by Dragon. And I'm opting to come back into Super Metroid to finish clearing it out. That's an interesting strat. I've never seen that attempt to kill on that direction on Dragon before, but I mean, I learn something new every day. Well done for the bow. Very well done. And I did not mean to make that a cooking pun either.
Yeah. Apparently, Pat's mentioning that you can kill him on that side. I'm just wondering why he was aiming that direction instead of heading straight forward. I mean, surely it'd be easier to do it that way, right?
I would assume so, but I don't know. I'm not that good at Super Metroid.
Yeah, exactly. No. Looks like he's going in for an energy refill.
Don't blame him at this point.
$32 missiles, 33, 34, and that should be enough. If nothing else, Ivan does have super. Ooh, that is a very nice shine spark on Ivan's.
Well, time to get through the worst room in the game. It's so named because it quite literally is the worst room in the game. I believe this jump here is a double pixel perfect jump, but I could be wrong, and there it is. Well done. Or maybe not double pixel, but maybe double frame, I don't know. Some kind of very accurate jump you have to do to get up there.
It's not a fun jump. Alright, and 300 rupees.
This is one of those seeds where you never really have to stop to think about anything. You just keep getting the items you get and just keep rolling. Just never stop moving because you just the game's giving you everything you could possibly want and more.
Oh yeah.
Thorneto giving us our checks of the sand pits again. Don't be disappointed by garbage and more garbage.
Someone call waste management because there's nothing but garbage here. Oh, and Thorn is wasting their time by checking Shackle.
Well, they have everything they need to check it, so it's obviously one of those. Hey, look, some more supers right outside of the power bomb's a shame. Kind of a nice place to have a little bit of extra ammo.
Oh, definitely. Oh, looks like Ivan missed the jump, unfortunately.
But oh no, I made it through the second one. Whoops.
Not sure if that was intentional.
I'm gonna take on the ninja pirates. This must be before they found Phazon. Or maybe it's after. I don't remember the timeline.
It's after, it's before. Because they mentioned how Samus beat Ridley in Prime. So.
Fair point. Speaking of Ridley, there's the angry dragon himself. Takes 30 supers to take him down. He has takes double damage from supers, so supers is definitely the best way to kill him.
Meanwhile, Thorn is taking on Pink Pirates right now.
It's a good pogo pattern to get as many supers into him as possible. And stop destructing when you pick up the morph ball for whatever reason, Ridley, you weirdo. For a heart container behind Ridley, there's quite a few heart containers that have been spread out in really terrible locations, but some of them have been in really nice spots too. So it's kind of a toss-up.
But good news is that it's still nice to have all that extra health for Link to the Past. Because
go ahead, sorry.
A heart piece or heart container in A Link to the Past does a lot less than an energy tank in Super Metroid.
Absolutely. A death in Link to the Past is nowhere near as costly. You don't lose items. And without having any mail upgrades that we haven't found any yet anyway, having more health is always a good thing.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I've done a good job clipping out of there.
Yeah, that was nice.
Oh, looks like Thorn is going in for those rupees. I figure it's back up for King's Order, I assume.
I would presume so as well. Perhaps saving up some money to buy potions if needed.
That too. Oh.
It's another heart container in Mount Ridley.
In the throat of the stone beast lies the heart of a child.
It's an interesting place to put it, and an interesting way to put it.
I mean, I was with Theater Mater, so yeah.
Hey, that's
Got
good. Keeps gives us some suspense.
Just the more power bombs. Not really needed at this point.
I believe the power bombs in jail was a vanilla item.
Oh. Oh, and just a bloopy.
And in the Franker Z room, we're going to have ammo. I think that's also vanilla. And with this, when I've been leaving here, that's basically Super Metroid full cleared.
All he needs is a little bit more ammo, and then he'll be good to go. But it looks like Thorn is actually going ahead and accidentally using Balmos, I would assume.
I think he's angry at the witch. I'm curious. Bombos was an intentional thing there?
I think he was
Perhaps.
mashing Y.
Ugh, for 10,
Oh, 10 arrows.
That's
Oops.
disappointing.
I mean, you could have saved Scum there and kept the mushroom in case you got Canis Maria. Then you could, I guess, use the fake powder to check that.
Yes, you could. We do, and we know where Red Cane is too. It's in the Meyer shed. So, I think Ivan's gonna go check the back of Escape, which we haven't seen yet, which is kind of crazy. Or I could be wrong.
Thorn is. That's good. Oh, I think Ivan is actually going to go check out.
He's gonna do the mushroom, and he may just
Mushroom.
give a hard reset if he doesn't like what he sees.
Yeah, I think he's going to do that exact thing. Looks like there's nothing major in Back of Escape. There's one item left, though.
Yeah, so there's a seeing mushroom check. He's gonna save scum it and be able to keep that later. With the amount of checks we have left, though, there is a lot of places that could be have the items we need. Our items could be very well spread out, or they could be concentrated. So we'll be able to. It'll be interesting to see where we gotta go and what we gotta do.
Looks like Thorn is actually going ahead and heading into Thieves Town. Or are they going to Skull Woods? Nope, Thieves Town.
I would say Thieves Town and Village of Outcast would be the better decision at this point. We don't have Fire Rod,
Oh,
which
definitely.
could be vanilla, but chances are it's not.
Yeah, plus there's only like 2 checks there, if I recall correctly.
There are only 2. And speaking of charge beam, there's our final beam
Ooh.
upgrade in the treasure house. So that's charge, ice, wave, plasma. That's 900 damage a hit on Mother Brain.
Yeah, that's a complete Mother Brain right there.
And yeah, that's Super Metroid Go mode. Mm-hmm. Inside the Abominable Hut over in Village Broadcast, we are going to see probably rupees. Oh, what a guess. Ivan picking up his flute in Sahasrara's closet. Looks like Thorneto is going to take the Jeremiah the Bullfrog on a world tour. After he does the dig game, of course.
Now, do you know why we call him Jeremiah?
Because Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
I heard he was a friend of mine.
Yeah, I think he is. He seems to be a relatively nice guy. He smiths your sword for 10 rupees. I mean, that's a pretty good deal.
Oh, definitely.
Especially at that point, that upgrade is the biggest sword upgrade you get.
Oh, definitely.
The dig game being stingy, giving us like 20 digs for 20 rupees, so I mean, I guess it's a rupee a dig.
Ironically, the fat fairy giving us a butter sword in vanilla.
She likes butter, what can we say? It's actually not her fault, it's a genetic condition.
Oh, looks like we're checking Stumpy here.
$20.
$20.
Now, Ivan having the bow can full clear Eastern while he's here, so we'll see if he remembers to turn on those silver arrows or not.
Race I was tracking yesterday, you completely forgot that he had silvers that he picked up at the beginning of the game, so let's see if that happens again here.
It is a common thing, because I mean, because when you pick up your regular bow, it turns your silvers off for whatever reason. Oh, and Thorneto taking a death in the overworld there.
You hate to see it.
Those flying mushrooms that drop bombs, they hurt. And there's our fourth... or wait, no, that's our third sword. Never mind. We've already seen that.
Mm-hmm.
My bad. I got excited too. This time, the dark rooms are in logic because we have the lantern and we can see. Unfortunately, you're going to have to go all the way back over to Village of Outcasts to get back to the Dark World. Without the hammer, we have no other access.
Which is a shame, but I mean, this could be big if he finds something in the cave formerly known as Hyde.
I agree, but instead, he's choosing to go into Thieves Town, which, I mean, not a bad call. There's 4 items here. One of which could be hammer locked, so we'll see. There's the big key in the first chest, which means we have the... obviously, it has to be up front, so it's nice to get it out of the way early.
Oh, looks like Ivan does remember about his silver arrows. That's good.
Excellent. Silver arrows are one of my favorite upgrades in the game. Especially early on, because then you can take on Vitreous with, 2 shots.
Oh, none of that, but Helmasaur, just 1 shot in the forehead, and he's done.
Same with Argus, if you can manage to hit him with an arrow, which he's one of the harder bosses to hit, because he's so speedy.
I like the Zero Suits and the sprite that they gave the bunny.
I definitely enjoyed it as well. I actually enjoy the Zero Suit sprite more because when you get turned into a bunny, you turn into a Metroid, and I think that's really cool.
Oh yeah, that's always nice.
Actually, Lenofis, for the first time in a long time, this seed has been supremely generous to our runners, so it's not always my fault that the seeds are cursed. I feel good about that tonight.
It's because I'm here.
It very well could be 5D canceling out my bad luck.
But then again, chances are that I just make it into a cursed seed. Or rather than a cursed seed, it's a weird seed, because there are so many different checks that they can make right now. Super open.
Super Metroid's basically done. We've got Mother Brain left to kill. The rest of it's pretty free so far. We had Super Metroid cleared about 20 minutes ago, so we've just got to get the rest of the stuff for Link to the Past, which could be everywhere.
Looks like Ivan is checking. First thing he does after clearing Eastern is going ahead and checking backwards escape. Let's see if he goes ahead and checks the one chest in the back of, or in the dark.
I would say with the key that he's absolutely going to go that way. Yes, TR is a crystal, and it could very well be a pet seed. The last seed I commentated on Sunday, it was an Agapet seed, and I felt horrible. It was the first Agapet seed I've seen in SMZ3 ever.
That's even harder to do in SMZ3, considering all the checks you can get in Metroid.
Yeah, Fire Rod was on Ped. It was, man, I was not happy at the end of that one, I tell you what.
Looks like it's nothing good. So, looks like Thorn saved a bit of time not going in, doing that.
Yeah, Piece of Heart's not really all that worth much at this point.
Not really. With the full row of hearts, I mean, they're pretty good to go.
Sanders, I don't know. I kind of blocked out some of the memories of that seed. I don't want to remember it.
All rise for the Swag National Anthem. You may be seated.
Yeah, the hammer, the item in the maiden's chest was a key, so that gives the potential for the hammer locked item in Thieves Town to be something. It could be a dungeon item or it could be the actual item itself. We'll have to see what Blind is carrying.
Let's see what pawn Blind has for us today. Oh, and I've been actually going and checking Desert.
Apparently, the fire rod is on the desert ledge.
Ooh, that's a good check. Or that's a good.
I hate insect puns. They really bug me.
And that's both fire sources. Ooh, that's a shame because now we have now it's a random fight for Blind. Oh, and choosing to opt out of going through the rest of Thieves Town.
So we do need Pegasus boots to finish the game. Desert is boots locked, unless Ivan goes and steals a key, which I don't think he's gonna do.
He might. I mean,
That would be foolish, because he knows that boots will not be back there.
well,
So now he's gonna run over to check Agina.
it could be something else that's very that could be useful.
And we're gonna get our not-so-hype cave check from Thorneto.
Let's see what we can find.
Agina just holding us a piece of heart, so not nice. Energy tank, piece of heart, safe from missiles. Missiles. Yeah, it's a trash cave.
Yep. This is why it is now known as the cave formerly known as Hype.
Yeah, hype caves are very rarely hype these days. I find Mini Moldorm and Paradox to be far more hype.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Which we can't check Paradox yet because we don't have access to East Death Mountain. Ivan's gonna go take that fire on and go straight to Skull Woods and clear it out. Because why not?
I mean, logic dictates that. No, I mean, the logic is kind of pointing towards that. Of course, logic also is pointing towards Ice Rod, or Ice Cave. Or
Ice Palace?
There you go, that's the word.
I knew which one you meant.
You know what I mean,
That's the frozen one, the one that's got ice in it. Ice Cavern? No, wait, that's the wrong game.
Freeze's Peak. No, wait, the wrong one, too. There's a piece of heart on ledge.
Phendrana, Snowhead Temple. I mean, I was just starting to start throwing out any ice location in any of the games that I could think of these two.
Just remember not to give me the cold shoulder, okay?
Chill, dude. Chill. I'm alright.
Alright.
What is Zora holding us today? Hey, more pizza. Yay, that's an expensive pizza. Water Temple wasn't made of ice. Water Temple was made of water. Oh, that's a very nice full magic drop from the Gibdo there.
It's always nice to get, especially right before Moth.
Yeah, but you got Tempered Sword. You don't need no Fire Rod.
Still makes it easier because you don't have to deal with all the spikes and stuff. You're just hitting from a distance.
Yeah, Mothula is one of those well-balanced bosses.
No hammer for Ice Palace yet. That's true.
Hammer could be there.
Hammer could be one of the checks. That is true.
Mothula was very nice to Ivan, giving him a very quick kill. Showing us, I believe, our first item of Skull Woods.
Meanwhile, Thorn is going and checking their Agina.
I've heard this cave referred to as Fart Cave, and I'm not entirely sure I agree with the name, but I think it was kind of funny at the time.
It's because it's a cave of an old fart.
Not only that, but if you talk to him, he tells you that a whole bunch of guys ran out of here with their hands in the air because he farted in it. So, I mean, it's a double pun there, I guess. I don't know. Thorneto's going to be picking up their red cane. It's slow guy for the randomizer. That's what he says. It's not actually what he says in the real game, but you talk to him in the randomizer, he gives you a nice little speech about farts. And Quake Medallion is required, which is the one medallion we haven't found yet. But Meyer is a pendant, so we may not need it.
Well,
I must have missed that earlier.
so both items are in the back, so you can just, or Ivan can just skip out on the rest of this.
That's good, because the front kind of sucks.
It does. You have to fall down a bunch of holes and deal with a bunch of Gibdos. And it's a nightmare.
It's best to just get done and over with and leave and never have to come back.
Yeah.
Looks like Ivan's gonna go give us a check of Bumper Cave while he's here.
Meanwhile, Thorn is heading back into Super Metroid. Thorn
Just
actually has
bombs.
charge, so they can go ahead and fight Ridley without any issues.
Yeah, they're quippy. Well, they're quippy? I don't know. They don't have Spazer.
But do they really need it at this point?
No, they don't. It's just for memes at this point.
Oh, he doesn't have. They don't have high jump yet. That's
They
right.
do now.
Now they do.
It doesn't look like Thorneto's very happy about high jump being there. You don't really think high jump boots are that useful until you don't have them, and then you're like, okay, these things are really nice. Ivan's gonna be happy that he gets his charge beam in the chest game here.
I'm sure with seeing that, he feels a little bit behind.
Perhaps. Yeah, Thorneto went in, but he died at blind, so he left.
Looks like Thorn is picking up their red boomerang. It's a little hard.
You gotta pick up the best meringue. It sparkles.
But it's the laggy one, though.
Lag schmag. Who cares about lag? Speedrunners do, I know, but I don't care. I'm terrible at this game. Nothing I do is speedy.
Oof. Thorn ended up falling. But he recovers quite well with a well-placed jump.
While our runners are going back through things we've already seen, I'm going to give a shout out to our tracker, Sanders316. He's keeping us honest and keeping us informed of things that we may not have seen, or because I forget things, especially when it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I tend to forget things a lot because I'm an old man.
Also, a shout out to our sponsor for this tournament. There we go. Rank1.global. It's a social hub where you can actually share what games you play, and it's a very nice system from what I've seen. Definitely give them a look if you haven't already. I don't think we've seen this from. Or have we?
Yeah, we saw all of Bubble Mountain from Ivan. Then the only things in Super Metroid we haven't seen. Actually, I think we've seen everything. I was gonna say Waterway, but we saw Waterway. Yeah, we've seen everything. So Super Metroid, we know where there's nothing left there. Absolutely nothing. So the remainder of our items will be in Link to the Past. Very, very interesting. I wonder where they could be.
And Thorn picking up their ether.
I can only hope that one of the 2 coins we have is the one we need to open up Turtle Rock.
Or Quake is the one for both.
That would be a travesty, depending on where it is.
Either way, if Quake is required for Turtle Rock, then we know that it can't be on that.
Which would be very nice to know.
Well, I mean, Oh yeah, we haven't had a pet check yet, have we? Looks like Thorn realized that they made a wrong turn and needed to head down a floor.
I always make that mistake too. I'm definitely not good at navigating Super Metroid at all.
Alright, looks like Ivan is getting started with his blind fight.
So far, he's remaining on script. Got 3 more hits to go, and then the script will be over, and so will blind. And boom, there it is.
Ooh, that was a beautiful fight.
Very well executed for our 3rd crystal of the match.
Ooh, having Hammer in Pod would be awful. Why would you say that, chat? Why would you say this?
I mean, that's where it's normally found.
Right, but these runners wouldn't be thinking of checking Pod.
Just like I'm going to put money on the ice rod being in its vanilla location on the end of Laser Bridge. Because that's where the game likes to put it. For whatever reason.
Thankfully, this race isn't going to be as bad as one seat I had one day, where I had to dip into Total Rock just to go ahead and get Book, to go ahead and get Fire Rod, to go dip back into Total Rock to get the last crystal to get into Ganon.
Oof, that's rough.
It was rough. And it looks like Ivan is going to get going and grabbing Jeremiah. Looks like we're going on to Froggy World Tour.
And we're going to see all the junk items we get from Stumpy and Hype Cave, or the cave formerly known as Hype. Jeremiah is an awfully patient frog, though. He's like, yo, dude, my house is the other way, man. Where are you taking me? Can you just please take me somewhere nice? I don't want to go here. And Thorneto's back in Misery Mire, gonna be taking the cross-game portal at the right Mire Shed to go to Lower Norfolk. That menuing. It's amazing that and how not having items can really make you mess up how you want to get to an item. Gold Chorizo is about to get vaporized by charged plasma beam shots, because this is such a beautiful thing.
You can get double shots by kneeling right in front of Gold Chorizo and firing straight up into the air. Much like an American on 4th of July.
And the problem is, though, those bullets got to come down somewhere. Gravity or physics are a thing. Our day spot having just 20 rupees. I don't know if we've seen that yet or not, but now we have.
Now we have, and it's just as disappointing as ever.
Like most checks in the game, it's definitely disappointing.
And that was a beautiful Shine Spark by Thorn. On to the worst room in the game.
Well, we have not found any movement-enhancing items to help us get through there any easier, while Ivan is going to go take a gander at what's an ice pallet. I lied. Where is Ivan going? Does he not check these already? I thought he'd already been up here. Oh, he's going to go pay Zora for our crap. Thorneto making his way through the Coliseum. Coliseum? Amphitheater. Amphitheater? I think this one's the amphitheater. As I said, I get those three mixed up all the time. Coliseum's in Meridia, right? Or is that the cathedral?
I can't even remember at this point. It is far too late at night. Or too early in the morning. Either way, it's past my bedtime.
I definitely had to take a nap today so I could stay up late to do this.
Ah, sweet. Sleep is for the weak.
Not when I'm an old man with a toddler. Toddlers are not very nice people.
Oh, I pity you. Alright. Now do keep an eye out for our other SpeedGaming channels. SpeedGaming, we have SpeedGaming's 1 through 5, and we do have other languages as well, so do keep that in mind. Yes.
There's almost always something running on a SpeedGaming channel.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, Thorne's going for speed booster strats. And Charge Beam was in Chess Game, if I recall correctly.
Yes, Charge was in Chess Game. Ice was in Early Supers. Plasma... I forgot where Plasma was.
Yeah.
There's our hammer on the purple chest.
That is big. And puts Ivan at a very big advantage.
So speaking of hammer, that's going to give us a full clear of pod.
Looks like Thorne is going for a charge beam kill on Ridley.
The pod, not only being one of the bigger dungeons in the game, has 6 items and 14 chests to do. So getting that done quickly gives us an opportunity to see more items, which will probably have something useful in here, most likely.
Oh yeah. I mean, pod is the mullet dungeon, where it's business up front and party in the back.
Yes, indeed it is. I believe Dr. Bob Tastic is the one who coined that term, but I could be wrong.
Either way, it describes it perfectly.
Yes, because it's usually all keys up front and all the items in the back.
Alright, so it looks like Thorne is ready for Mother Brain. You know, I personally prefer fighting Mother Brain first, because it means that I can just run through the rest of Super Metroid with a Hyper Beam, which is always nice.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, I kind of like being able to escape Zebes without having to worry about actually dying.
Oh, definitely.
Instead of the escape sequence, it's the leisurely stroll through an exploding planet that stops exploding somehow.
Well, the self-destruct doesn't pop up. Or doesn't happen. Oh, looks like Thorne had a little bit of an issue getting that clip, but did his second try, so... No
I've been
worries.
making his way through the front entrance of Pod, noting that it is not bow-locked, even though we have the bow.
Thorne trying a second time for blue ball, and making it quite nicely.
Ivan probably trading a key for a key here. Generally speaking, I think it's almost always a key for a key, but I could be wrong on that regard.
There are some times where it's not. It's very unlikely, but there are some times.
There's our first item is missiles. That's exciting. I'm kind of hoping we find our Pegasus boots in here.
That would definitely speed things up quite a bit.
Yuck, 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 yuck.
Pun unintended.
The unintended puns are always the ones that are the best.
I'm so tired at this point that anything that comes from my mouth is a
I feel you, partner. I feel you. No monorail. If I'm not allowed to have fun while doing commentary, then I'm not allowed to have fun at all. And this is supposed to be fun.
stop horsing around. I say nay.
Ah! Got him! Ooh, Ivan's going for a hammer jump here. And not succeeding the first try. This is a double pixel perfect jump. This is a rough one.
I have respect for people who are able to get this like consistently.
Yeah, I don't even know how to do it.
I know.
I knew that. I'm tired and I forgot that what we were talking about.
And horses say nay. Alright. But anyways.
Lenofis, I don't know. I don't think he was aiming for that pit, but I could be wrong. We're going to get to see from Thorneto's side the charge beam on Crocomire, the one shot.
Oh, it looks like we have a dance party.
Pulling a Michael Jackson doing a moonwalk.
And he's gonna grab his frankly useless shovel.
You know, I don't know why that's not usable as a weapon. In real life, you could kill somebody with a shovel.
I mean, there's a game where someone uses a shovel as their main weapon.
It's not Shovel Knight, is it?
It is Shovel Knight.
There's our hook shot in the basement of Pod.
That opens up west out of the mountain. And
You were close. It's east. It's east. You were right.
East.
It's also Swamp Palace fully clearable.
Mhm.
This game has been fairly linear.
I mean, the only thing we need is a mirror, and then we're good to go.
We need that ice rod. And them boots. Oh, that's right. We don't have a mirror. I forgot. Good point. Holy cow. I'm a derpy derp. We still need boots.
We need an ice rod, boots. We have fire rod.
Ice rod, boots, and mirror. That's all we need.
After that, let's go.
And possibly Quake, because Turtle Rock could be Quake.
Awesome.
I'm going to say chances are unlikely, but it's possible.
It's 1 in 3 chance.
Thorneto definitely not passing up that energy tank there. It's a perfect time for a refill.
Oh, definitely. Especially when you're that low in health.
One more energy tank and we'll be, actually I think we are already capable of doing the stand-up glitch. But I'm not sure. I think you need 8 energy tanks.
It's 7.
I don't know. Is it 7?
It's 7.
And the reserves count for that, or no?
They have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I don't know. I was just confirming. Would we need 6 in a reserve? Would that work as well?
No. You need 7. If I recall correctly, you need your reserves empty as well. I might be wrong on that, though. Don't quote me on that.
I have no idea. That's why I was asking. There's so much to remember in these two games. It's hard to remember everything. I've been foregoing pulling out a silver and just...
And Helmut Sword is done. Very nicely done with Ivan. And just a bunch of missiles for his troubles.
Outstanding.
Okay, so it looks like the reserves don't matter.
Gotcha. One of these days I'll remember that. Ivan rethinking his save and quit there was not quite sure what he's going to go do.
With that hook shot, he's gonna be checking East Death Mountain. Plus, he's gonna be Dark Death Mountain as well after he's done with checking East.
And he could even go inside. We'll probably see Turtle Rock as well, or at least see the medallion to get into it.
Question is, will he do it before or after doing Hera?
I think that we're gonna go without mirror. We're gonna go up the light side and come down the dark. Will he do Hera at all? Because it is a green pendant.
I mean, could be boots. Could be something good.
Could be.
Nothing so far in Paradox Cave.
I'm hoping Paradox holds something good, because that's like the new hype cave.
Missiles, loopy, half magic.
Half magic's
Not
nice.
necessarily, but yeah, it's always nice to get. And a whole bunch of no necessary.
No progression, but a nice comfort of life item. Or quality of life item.
Yeah, at that point I'll just count the losses at the front door. And it looks like Thorn is heading back into Eastern to take care of business.
Gonna finish off them Armos Knights with a couple silver arrows to the face.
Chances are one of those 3 items are definitely going to appear, because where else would they be? I mean, other than the dungeons.
Yeah, it could be a pendant dungeon that they're stuck inside.
What was it? Oh, okay, so it's just a 5-bomb upgrade on the Lonely Island.
I mean, for all we know, we could have Mirror at the bottom of Ice Palace, which is a pendant. And, ugh.
Oh, right, we can check this, dude, because we can read.
And what does the Storm Tablet bring us today?
The
Mirror!
Ooh.
Oh my!
Oh,
that
that
definitely helps.
Oh, definitely. Ivan is so far in the lead right now.
Absolutely. And he's gonna dip green pendant Hera. Wow.
And it's always good to at least dip it, because if there's something in the first couple of items, plus if it's green pendant, so that's an extra item that they can pick up. That's not something you want to see, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, even if it is fire locked, it's not going to be that big of a deal.
That is true. Actually,
Thorneto forgot to turn their silvers back on.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I do remember.
He's like, wait a minute, I can do this.
And grabbing his 300. map.
So far, we've seen nothing but dungeon items in this. Compass, big key, map. So now we're just missing a small key in the 2 items. The small key could very well be locked itself in the basement, but chances are it's not.
Here's to hoping. Oh, nope, there's a cat down
there
there.
it is.
A couple of angry slashes from Ivan.
Gonna go take on the troll dorm first. It's the fastest way down the tower is to kill him.
Unless you use the mirror. But either way, I mean, this is an extra item check whenever he's going to go do. Oh wait, he already did pod.
And he's turn.
He's never in that area again.
He's got the flute too, so it makes it a little bit faster. And
Just
down
for-
goes Troldworm for our first pendant of the match.
Oh, looks like Thorn is wasting a little bit of time by going through the front of Skull Woods.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate, but oh, looks like he's Ivan's opting out of doing the. Thorn getting hit by the Wall Masters.
Those
Hate to
stinky
see it.
grabby hands. Now Ivan's going to be taking his resident sleeper walk through Spiral Cave. No, I don't think Ivan miscounted the items at all. I think he made that gamble purposefully.
Though that is true, he can definitely go ahead and come back after he checks Dark Death Mountain. Because that mirror does open up quite a bit.
It puts Swamp Palace in logic, which is another dungeon we need to do. Now we're going to climb up here. We're going to see Super Bunny and Hookshot Cave, and finally get to see the medallion on Turtle Rock. Thorneto is getting bullied by those Gibdos. Those guys are such jerks.
Smart move using the Wall Master to go ahead and go back to the entrance, since you don't have the mirror yet.
Personally, I would have Death Warped at this point just to refill my health.
I figured that would be coming in.
And there's the Bloomerang in Super Bunny Cave. So we have
Superior
both of
rank.
them now. We'll just agree to disagree on that one.
I second that.
And here in Hookshot Cave lies what? Our Pegasus boots on the boots locked item there. That's crazy. And Space Jump, which at this point is irrelevant.
I'm sure it'll help get you to Mother Brain.
And our first male upgrade for Link to the Past, that's definitely going to be helpful later on. Because a Ganon Hug hurts. And it's Quake. Ooh,
It is Quake.
ooh.
Quake is
2
required.
left. We need Ice Rod and Quake to finish this game.
Oh, and looks like he's actually gonna go ahead and oh, never mind. Where's he gonna go? No. Oh, he still needs to. Oh wait. What is he
He's
doing?
gonna check checkerboard cave.
That's right.
And he can do Desert Palace while he's here, because he's got the boots now. Checkerboard having 20 bucks. bonk.
Not today, not today.
It also opens up our bonk rocks. It opens up our King's Tomb. I'm really hoping we don't have to see the inside of any other pendant dungeons.
I second that notion. Looks like he's gonna go ahead and check out the far right side of Desert Palace.
He needs to get the big key from over here, so gotta come over here anyway. Thorneto did have an excellent execution on Mothula with the
Oh, that was
fire rod,
amazing.
tempered sword. It was very well done.
Oh, that was a beautiful execution by Thorn. Thankfully, with the mirror, Ivan doesn't have to waste time going back to the left side of Desert Palace.
Even if he did, he's got the boots. It makes it a little bit faster.
Just a bit. Just a neat tank there.
That's our first item.
Thinking second. But I might be wrong on that.
I think it might be the second. You might be right.
Nope. Chat's correcting me. It's first.
Okay. I mean, it's 2:30 in the morning, man. I can't keep track of what my brain's putting out right now. You'd be lucky I'm saying things that are family friendly on this channel.
Fujibo.
To be fair, Sanders, I slept from 5 to 7, so
Okay, looks like Thorn is actually going back to take care of her blind. Or their blind. Like,
and we're gonna see silver arrow strats from Ivan on the landmos. 1, 2, 3, game over.
Such a beautiful fight.
Very clean zero cycle on the landmos there. There's one more crystal down. My next guess is probably gonna go to Swamp Palace.
I mean, he does have Fat Fairy access, so he can always do that.
Swamp Palace has far more checks, though, so it would be more lucrative to do that first. Thorneto taking another death to blind. I guess Thorneto and blind just don't get along. First, Ivan's gonna
I
check.
have about that much trouble with blind during my plays.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of blind either. Looks like Ivan's gonna give us a check of the Bombos tablet before going into desert or swamp. Excuse me.
I mean, it could still be Ice Rod, so
Very well could be.
if it is Ice Rod, then he can just, or then he's clear or go mode, and he can just quickly run through rights or. Oof.
We still need that ice rod, which is the mythical ice rod hunt is one of the worst things about this race, about this game in general, is because the ice rod can be anywhere except for behind Trinex, which is an astronomical amount of checks.
One more hit. And
Clutch.
Just ekes it out.
Thorneto's tired of blind stuff.
Nicely done, Thorn.
Now, Ivan's going to give us our first look into Swamp Palace.
first chest is a key. Second chest, big key. So that means he doesn't have to dip back in there after completing it. Oh, looks like Thorn is checking up Bumper Ledge. And it looks like just power up.
I'd have to agree with Chad and say that he wants to find Ice Rod first, because then we know that Quake is not. It's not going to be buried in Pendant Mire. However, we still have the entirety of Pendant Ice Palace that we can also check, which is highly disappointing.
Oh. Why'd you have to remind me of Ice Palace?
It's my least favorite dungeon of them all.
I think it's everyone's least favorite dungeon. Oh, just a bunch of blueberries. Now, it could be in TR. On Laser Bridge, they do have access to Fat Fairy now. Could be in this. Could be a number of places.
I don't think it's in Super Metroid. I'm pretty sure we've seen everything there. Answer question in chat. Yes, we have seen the plasma beam location, and it was bombs. 3 of them, in fact. Now, it is entirely possible that the ice rod is sitting on a pedestal, which would be just a travesty.
Yeah. It is possible, actually. And Ivan making quick work of his boss.
Down goes Argus.
Argus. Yeah,
For the
of
ice rod. Boom! Very well, nice. All we have to do is find a Quake Medallion, which we know is not in Mire. So it's either in the boots locked checked or boots locked items in the overworld, or it's in Ice Palace somewhere.
Or it is in Fat Fairy.
Fat Fairy, Spike Cave. What could also be on Left Side Swamp, which Ivan is going back in to check. It could very well be in Hera Basement as well, which would be devastating.
Now, what makes it better to do it Swamp this way is now he has the mirror and he can just warp out.
It makes it a much faster exit.
Oh, absolutely. Much faster to do it this way than to go ahead and do it the other way first.
Ain't nothing like piecing out of a dungeon with a mirror.
Alright, looks like Thorn is heading into Palace of Darkness. Ivan is finally setting up for his journey into West Side Swamp Palace. Almost getting eaten by a fire snake, but surely it's fine.
I was not able to keep track of the amount of items. I believe there are 2 remaining. I don't know if he's gotten all the dungeon items or not. I was not paying that close attention. Yeah, there's definitely 1, so it was definitely not 2 dungeon items. Otherwise, he would have noped out here, so this has got to be an item 2. The blue cane, very nice. If you think you need it, anyway. And he's gonna go check Pyramid Fairy right now. Ivan's not going for a bomb dupe. He's just going to take the slow way there, which I don't blame him. Just have 3 bombs on the pyramid ledge. And the Pyramid Fairy has for us today missiles and missiles. Wow. That's just depressing. Thorneto having a hard time remembering which block to push for the portal escape there. And Ivan, at 2 hours and 21 minutes, finally doing the front half of the escape, going to go check Zelda's cell to get his wave beam.
I'm sure he's not going to be happy once he finds it.
No, that's just going to make him realize he has to go into probably Pendant Ice is going to be the decision to do after this, because it's the most dense item checks. But he's going to be hoping that he didn't orphan it in the the basement of Hera or somewhere else stupid. Well, there he goes out of that. So now where's he going to go?
That is always the question.
He's going back into the Dark World, so that leads me to believe that he's going to be going to check Catfish. Which I don't remember us seeing yet, or not, to be honest. I want to say Thorneto's been up here. Our tracker Sanders316 telling me that it is indeed junk up here. So Ivan really does not want to go into Ice Palace. I don't blame him. Nobody likes Ice Palace. I do not recall if he's done hammer pegs or not. I know he hasn't checked the magic bat either. Which we still have the mushroom, which he can fake powder.
Mm-hmm.
So he is going to do the King's Tube and Graveyard Ledge checks here. Meanwhile, Thorneto is going to go check the east side of Death Mountain for the first time for them. Missing out on the purple chest is going to be very costly. Yeah, Darth Mountain. Darth Mountain's even scarier than Death Mountain. Can you imagine the mountain being a Darth, though? I mean, geez, the mountain was scary on his own. To answer a question in chat, Nimanva, the hammer was in the purple chest today.
This is not a nice seed.
It was nice in the morning, or nice in the beginning, anyway.
And then it just slowly got worse and worse.
And it's me! There's our butter sword and bonk rocks.
Butter.
I love butter. And unfortunately, the later the seed gets, the more discombobulated I become.
Oh, I second that notion.
It's becoming harder and harder for me to focus on the things that I'm trying to say. I'm gonna start tripping over my words easier. I know, Leno. I'm sorry. Every time I sign up for these, every time. I haven't had a good SMZ3 seed in months.
Thankful with both the hammer and sword. And a good fair hammer dashes. And
there's our powder.
And you just nope.
Well, I guess that means he's gonna check Magic Bat while he's here.
I mean, it would be a good check and good route. Because it's right there.
Yeah, I mean, there's no point in coming back. He's gonna check Magic Bat. He's probably gonna come out and flute to ice. He's got ice, Ice Palace, Spike Cave, and the basement of Hera. The only things he has left. Oh, and Pedestal. We forgot about Pedestal. Oh wait, it can't be Pedestal. Never mind. I forgot. Quake Medallion can't be Unped. I lied.
And we're just Quake away from Go Mode. Am I right?
Yep, that's all we need. Quake Medallion opens up Turtle Rock. It looks like we're gonna get Spike Cave before we get Ice Rod. Or Ice Palace. He's absolutely refusing to go into Ice Palace. He just does not want to go there.
Have we turned in the green pendant yet?
No, we have not.
It could be on there as well.
It very well could be. We'll probably see Green Pendant before we see Ice Palace.
I'll probably route it in that way.
Because he's absolutely vehemently avoiding Ice Palace right now. It's a hard nope.
The one thing he refuses to do is ice palace.
And it's coming closer and closer to being there.
Mm-hmm.
And here comes the spike cave. Or we just did the spike cave. So now he's going to go into the basement of Hera? No, he's just going to flute away. Okay. Woo! Here comes the Ice Palace play. Finally.
And before it turns out to be Green Pendant.
Yeah, if it's Green Pendant, he's gonna be mighty upset that he did Ice Palace. Pendant Ice Palace. Gosh. Dang it, man. Why is it gotta be so bad?
And it looks like Thorn gets their Butter Sword.
And now we get to see the gravity suit on the link to the back side.
Well, it looks like Thorn is going and clearing out the rest of Desert. Oh, they don't have Mirror yet.
No, they don't. They have to do it the hard way. To answer a question in chat, no, K45 was not checked. I forgot about that one.
Usually they check with Jeremiah, but they didn't have Mirror at that time.
And Mirror was a very late pickup.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been showing off the swag hover strats instead of doing the Ice Palace bomb jump.
Hovers are always impressive to do. Or impressive to see, rather.
Yeah, it's even more impressive to do, in my opinion, because I have no idea how to do that.
Lots of rhythmic mashing.
Yeah, I know it has something to do with hammering buttons at a very specific pace, but I have no idea what that pace is.
Fast.
Very fast.
That's all you need to know.
Something to do with, it comes down to frames, that's obnoxious. Man, this is getting deep. I really hope it's not on Cold Stare.
And then, Compass.
Oh no, Thorneto fell off the ledge and has to go back through desert again.
Ugh. You hate to see it happen.
That sucks. Well, there's another dungeon item added to the list.
Surprised I haven't Nikio check Big Chest.
I don't think he has the big key yet.
He does.
Does he?
He just picked it up.
Then I have no idea why he did that either. Or didn't do that. Perhaps he's wanted to do that on the final descent. I don't know.
It could very well be.
He's gonna check it here and then be done, I think. Oh my god, there it is! Quake Medallion in the big chest of Ice Palace. That puts Ivan at go mode around 234.25.
Oh, I'm sure he is very happy to see that.
And happy is going to be a strong word. He's tired of looking for it at this point.
That is also true.
He's been able to finish this game for a while now. He's just like, I just want to be done.
Now we just need to fight Trinex, Ganon, and Mother Brain, and we're done.
Yep, Ganon's Tower is the longest time sink that we're going to have coming up here, depending on where the big key is.
Unless it's right on the torch. Of course, that's not what I personally think, but just in general.
The only problem is that Turtle Rock is basically the same length whether you're go moding it or not. It's a very long dungeon and there's not very many shortcuts you can take.
It is a shame, but I mean, at least he knows he doesn't have to do Laser Bridge.
That is true.
It leads right into Ganon's Tower as well, so it's not all bad.
Turtle Rock is definitely the best dungeon to do last because you're already up there.
Most definitely.
And as soon as we're done with Turtle Rock, we get to play a little guessing game. That'll be fun. There's the big key. I'll be very curious to see what the item collection rate is at the end of this. Because it looked like it was going to be somewhere in the vicinity of 50% at the end, but now, with all this stuff we've had to go through, it's going to be closer to 85%, I'm going to say.
Somewhere around there, if not higher. Because, I mean, there aren't that many checks left. Plus, there are a lot more checks on in A Link to Past than there are in Metroid.
Yes, there's 216 in Link to the Past and 100 in Super Metroid, so bring our grand total to 316 item locations, which is quite high. But it is 2 games, so, I mean, obviously, there's going to be a little bit of length here. Yeah, there's quite a number of items that Ivan did skip picking up.
Question is, how long is Thorn going to take to get a Quake?
I don't know. It depends on how long he puts off Ice Palace, which may be where he's headed right now.
I'm thinking that's exactly what's happening.
Certainly looks that way.
I'm thinking the only way Thorn can catch up is if it's right side and
oh no, Thorneto doesn't have hammer, so they're not going to be able to get their Quake Medallion the first ship. Or was it the first chest? I don't remember.
I can't remember if it was.
I don't think it's big. If that's the case, then it's not hammer locked, which is good.
Quake was big chest, yes. Looks to me like Ivan is making quick work of this dungeon.
Yep, we're already past the worst part.
Not sure what he's still looking for.
I don't know. Perhaps a mail upgrade? Oh yeah, he needed the key to get through the door. Or he needs he's missing one key to be able to get through Laser Bridge, which obviously he has to do Laser Bridge now, unfortunately. Laser Bridge is always the trolliest of bridges.
Oh, definitely. Now, if only he collected all the shield upgrades, then he would have a... Then he wouldn't even need to worry about that. He could walk on through.
To be fair, he does have a blue cane that if he really wanted to make this easy, he could.
That is true.
And of course, it's on the last chest of Laser Bridge, like always. Thanks, game.
It's always the last place to check.
Because of course it is. Very nice item dash there to get through the blocks. And now he's going to go over the final bridge and take on Trinet.
A beautiful, sweet three-sway Trinex.
The benefits
All I
of
have
butter.
is fight the final head, and it's a home stretch.
Very nice double hit with the spin there. Hold on there, Sanders. You get jumping the gun. We don't have the crystal yet. Now we have all 7 crystals. And that means
now-
it's time to play the guessing game. There are 22 locations in Ganon's Tower where the big key can be. Put your guesses in chat right now. We have just a little bit of time before he gets in the front door.
My guess, as always, is 13 Rando Room. And not just that, but it's the top right chest in Rando Room.
I
That's my
always
guess.
guess 19 because 19 is my lucky number, and 19 tends to be behind Ice Armos.
Got a few numbers here. Alright.
Alright, guys, and the guessing is over.
See where this ends up.
Gonna check Hope Room first. No hope there. Yeah, and there's a key on Bob's torch. What do you know?
We're at 3. Four. 5.
Number 5.
5. So let's see here.
So it looks like the closest, without going over.
Was Astrax.
Oh, Asterix. Yes, Asterix got 5. Wow. I totally missed that name there, too. I was going to go with Kinetic Medic, because I saw them at 4, but I definitely get Asterix X. Number 5. Good job. You win an endless supply of Link to the Past Super Metroid combo randomizer seeds. You can claim them at samus.link. which is like the best link for a randomizer ever.
Oh, definitely.
There's a lifetime supply, and they're unlimited, so you can have as many as you want.
Thorn is going crazy looking for this mirror.
And I already forgot where it was.
I did too.
Sanders, where was the mirror? Help me! To answer a question in chat right now, Ivan is very much in the lead and will most likely complete this race or win this race. Unless
that's
something,
right. It's
unless
a purple
something
chest.
catastrophic, something
That's
catastrophic.
right. Oh no, Thorn, go back. Grab
Hammer
the
was
chest.
purple. Hammer was purple chest, and mirror was on either medallion, right? Or either tablet. Float.
Either way, they still need to go back and grab that.
A wise decision by Thorneto.
Yes. Okay. That's good.
Ivan's handily destroying the gauntlet of Ganon's tower.
He ripped and he tore until he was done.
We're gonna send it down to them, only you. Very nice reference there.
Thorn is not happy about finding his hammer there.
Can't say I blame him at this point. Thorn's gotta feel behind at this point.
Oh, definitely. I'm sure they feel like...
I apologize in advance, chat. I will not be able to get the official SRL time from the SRL chat. I was unable to join that earlier, so... And Ivan took a fall from Trolldorn.
And he just hovers across.
Yeah, never mind. Forget that.
No one likes more dog, anyway.
I don't even think Moldorm likes Moldorm. Now we're going to take on the Geometry War. Yeah, that's a very nice pattern. 1, 2, there's a double.
Double.
Single.
Single. 3.
Yes, we need 3 more.
1.
2 more. This will be the end.
2 1 1 2. What's the
Exactly.
combination of my luggage?
I mean, who uses luggage these days? I don't want to steal your luggage. It's probably just got clothes in it. Like, that's not what I'd want to steal.
It has unmentionable things in there, so probably for the best.
And now we take on the Big Pig with the Butter Sword. This is going to be nice and quick. There goes Phase 1. And here goes Phase 2. Bang, bang, bang. Phase 2 is done.
Very nice. Good execution by Ivan.
On to Phase 3. He's very cautious. He's got 1 heart left. I don't think he has any sort of safeties either, so this is going to be clutch.
This is definitely going to be very, very tight.
Ganon, please stop. Getting the torch glitch, very nice. Getting a double shot there, and here's the final shot. Everybody, G,
Nice.
get your single G's in chat for Ivan taking down the big pig.
Welcome Andy in the chat as well.
And now all we have left to do is traverse Torian and destroy the villainous Mother Brain.
Oh, and Thorn takes out
King Helmasaur.
King Helmasaur, that's the name.
Or Helmasaur
Quite
King. I'm
Helmasaur
not
King.
sure.
Quite handy. And gets their crystal.
We're up to 11 energy tanks, 65 supers, so even without charge beam, this is going to be a cakewalk.
Yeah, this is definitely gonna be. Plus the 130 missiles. I mean, they have plenty of ammo for this.
And all of this was found probably after after we found everything in Super Metroid.
Oh, most definitely. And drop down, and through the elevator we go. Alright. And thus begins Ivan's trek to the final battle.
Gonna make his way through the GI tract noise area, which, I mean, it just sounds like somebody's intestines working. You know, the bubbling and the farting and the googly, and it's just, it makes me laugh every time I hear it.
That is some excellent execution by Ivan, by the way.
That was, I would expect nothing less from Ivan.
Oh, looks like we get to see what the Fat Fairy gives us.
Fat Fairy gives us missiles and missiles.
Oh.
Ivan did do that earlier on his attempt to avoid Ice Palace.
Question is, will we get a baby skip?
I would like to see a baby skip. I haven't seen one of those in a while. It's an awfully big baby.
Baby. Oh?
Oh!
Oh!
Just that close.
It does remove various suits, so the train goes faster, and he is facing to the right, so it goes that much faster.
That's infuriating to be like one pixel away from being able to transition.
So close. So it looks like he will have to do the recharge, and after that, it's on to Mother Brain. Question is, will he save the animal?
Probably not.
Probably not. He might feel a bit.
It looks to me like he's about to do a speed booster Zeb-type skip. Just like that.
Very nice.
And now we're on Mother Brain 1. Take these super missiles, you dastardly brain.
That was a good Mother Brain 1. On to Mother
Very,
Brain
very clean Mother Brain 1. We do have full beam combo, so it makes me wonder if they're going to go for stand-up glitch or not.
And Thorn finally get their mirror.
So Thorn just needs to find the ice rod, which was
Swamp.
right.
Oh, looks like he's setting up a stand-up glitch.
Man, he had that perfect. Wow. Definitely beautiful execution from Ivan throughout the entire night.
Oh, definitely. Both of these runners have had amazing execution. Although Thorn made a few mistakes in routing, I mean, both runners have had amazing routing choices and have done amazing jobs with this.
I mean, the pressure's on when you're fighting, when you're racing somebody with a renowned as Ivan. It's really hard to try to keep yourself focused and not get overwhelmed.
Definitely. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I think it was 8. I think it was 8 shots.
Mm-hmm.
And down goes Mother Brain.
Beautiful execution by Ivan with the stand-up glitch, and now it's time for him to run.
Yeah, it's time to go. Because this planet's gonna blow. I don't know where I'm gonna go.
Alright. Let's see. Is he gonna save them animals?
I'm gonna put money on no.
Probably not, but a man can dream. Yeah.
Speedrunners ain't got time to save animals.
That was a very nice blue ball, by the way. Ivan.
He's been showing off the swag strats all day.
It's quite mystifying, honestly.
Getting the shine spark off the escape shaft. And his execution out of here is so much better than mine. I usually get to the ship with a minute left, and he's gonna get there with 2. Like, jeez. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get your GGs in chat for Ivan, who is finished in first place. I wish I could give you an official SRL time, but I do not have the ability to do so. I'm gonna go with 2:58 though. Probably gonna be somewhere around there.
2:58, like 15, 16 around. But very nicely done.
And the beginning of the seed was way better than the end.
Definitely.
And there goes Zebus. Kaboom, kaboom.
But a very nice job to Ivan getting this done. Thorn, however, is still working on getting everything not said and done.
Yeah, we're having the tracker program is being particularly problematic at the moment. We will see if we can get Ivan in here for an interview. Come on now, I know I hit the done button, and I know that Sanders hit the done button too. Like the tracker just not working at all. Well, there we go.
There we are.
So finally, the program decided to catch up. Thorneto just picking up their blue cane in Swamp Palace. Gonna go back and fight Argus to get their ice rod and finish this seed up. $208 items out of 316, so that's right around 66% or so. Still, that's a lot higher than it should have been with all the other stuff that we had to do.
Oh, definitely.
Alright, and Thorneto stepping in to take down Argus with the Butter Sword and Fire Rod and all the other goodies. This will be just be quick. Plus, of course, Argus decides to be a jerk.
Thankful those invincibility frames from Hookshot are definitely coming in handy for this.
Absolutely.
But double spin and it is done.
And now, at 3 hours, 2 minutes, and 17 seconds, Thorneto has entered go mode.
Alright, so it looks like I haven't had an official SRL time of 2 hours, 58 minutes, and 17 seconds.
which was fairly close to what I was guessing. Very well done. Now Thorneto just has to blast through Turtle Rock and be done with this. And Fairy flew right off the mountain. Was like, yeah, no, I don't think so. So much for the fairies helping us. She bounced out of there.
Thankfully, Thorn doesn't have to go ahead and plead. Or thankfully, she didn't. Or they didn't go and do this before they went to do Swamp.
Very true.
Otherwise, I'm sure we'd be here for another hour.
Yeah, because they had to go back down the mountain and come back up the mountain again. That's an
That's
unfortunate.
not-
But the routing decision here was very, very well made.
Okay. Okay, it looks like we don't have a response from Ivan for joining into the chat, so...
I mean, at this time in the morning, I don't blame him.
That is true, it's 3 in the morning for me, so...
It's also 3 in the morning for me. Central U.S. time is 3 o'clock. Poor Sanders is at 4 o'clock for him.
Shoutouts to Sanders. They are a trooper for getting through this bus.
Keeping us honest, keeping track of where everything is, because Lord knows I forget things when I'm not tired.
I can definitely second that.
These chain chomps are some of the rudest enemies in this game.
Makes me wonder how Madame Bow Wow keeps them out pets.
She probably keeps them ruled with an iron fist. Or she feeds them really well. I don't know.
Probably that.
I wonder how hard Link gets slammed against the sides of that tubes for a thud that loud.
It's gotta be pretty hard.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, you think by this point, all the walls that Link has run into, that he'd be brain damaged at this point. Thorn having some execution difficulty here, trying not to die to that crystal roller. Uh-oh. You missed the key. Oh, man.
Oh,
Luckily-
they do have a fairy.
Luckily, they have a fairy. And unfortunately, we already know that they have to go all the way to the end of Laser Bridge to get the final key to be able to get to the boss.
Thankfully,
Just hook shot across. Hook shot across, man. What are you doing?
they can't.
Do they not remember that they can use a hook shot?
I'm gonna say no. Oh, that's unfortunate. Don't get hit by those hokubokus. Those things do a crazy amount of damage.
Thankfully, 2 swipes with gold sword is all we need to end their existence.
And their reign of terror.
Absolutely.
And Thorneto is still missing a key.
I'm gonna need to go into the other pipe. Unfortunately, they don't have any magic, so they can't get refill on fairies. There we go. And
That's unfortunate. Another fair
is.
lost.
And that's why I always keep a fresh stock of fairies. Thankfully, they have just enough magic to take care of this.
Oh, but they missed the turn. And there's a full magic refill in this room, so we can go get that before they leave the room anyway.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And a couple extra hearts, which is always nice.
Ooh.
That's another fairy lost.
Thankfully.
But they did take the safety door, so.
And they grabbed the last chest first. Oh wait, they grabbed the last chest before wasting time on that third chest.
Now it's time to take on Trinex, no problem. Three swipes with the gold sword makes it nice and quick.
Oh, looks like we're gonna have Ivan here in just.
Unfortunately, Trinex making the floor dirty. And we are joined by Ivan in the booth. GG's, Ivan.
Hey, thanks.
So, you really don't like Ice Palace, do you?
I mean, no, but there's no real reason for me to go there anyway. That's what I had left to do.
So, give me your thoughts on the seed. How do you feel?
I mean, it should have been really fast. The Ice Palace, or Quake and Ice Palace kind of sucked, but the game just kind of threw everything at me to full clear Super Metroid really fast. So that's basically what I did, and then I think we're missing like 4 or 5 things coming out of Super Metroid just to finish the seed completely. So I mean, it was kind of nice, but where the items were placed in Zelda kind of sucked.
I would have to agree with you there. The seed started out nice and quick. It was like, yes, awesome, and then nothing. Nothing. You're like, oh no, not this ice rod hunt again. Such is my luck. You definitely had some beautiful execution during the course of the race today, though. I will admit, I've never actually seen you play before, so seeing this was amazing.
That was definitely some beautiful execution, though. I had a question, but I lost it. Sorry, it's 3 a.m. So
Yeah, don't worry.
it's scatterbrain.
You did.
But did you feel behind at any point in the seat?
Not really. I'm a much more competent Super Metroid player than Zelda, and having everything early and logic breaking gravity suit early, and just being able to completely full clear that game, I felt like was probably in a good spot.
Okay.
More towards the end, when I was looking for Quake, I just kind of started to worry a little bit. I thought maybe I'd either forgotten something or just left it in the hair basement like a moron, but...
So one question I usually ask all of my interviewees is, what was your favorite and least favorite thing about the seed?
That's a good question. It's nice to be able to get more fall early in any seed. And this was, I think it was in the bar or something in Kakariko.
Yeah, it was in the back of the tavern, yes, sir.
Yeah, so it's super early here. I felt kind of good because obviously finding more qual early like that, you consider just like, well, let's do the Super Metroid. There's a decent amount of stuff you can do with more qual and not a whole lot of ammo. But I kind of waited around to see if I could find anything. I decided that after South Shore and Zora, I was going to go into Super Metroid. But I kind of wanted to see if I could find like another power bomb pack or just some quality of life stuff for Super Metroid. So it was nice to find speed early too. And yeah, I mean, it really just I think just the general item placement in Zelda was just all having to get the hammer out of the lunchbox and then do an olive pod to get the hook shot to be able to get access to the mirror on top of Death Mountain kind of stuck.
Yeah, that would definitely have put a kink in my mood.
Yeah, generally. Really not sure what else to ask at this point. My mind is kind of dead.
I don't believe it.
But that being said, again, amazing run of this. Nicely done with all your tricks. They went beautifully. Speaking of, is there anything that you wish you did a little bit better?
Probably just like general movement and Super Metroid stuff. Obviously I ran that game a lot back in like 2013 to 2014, and a lot of the muscle memory for 90%, 100% still there, but it's not like it's really rusty, so a lot of the stuff isn't very polished, and I'll pull off some cool tricks here and there, but I still make a lot of like just general movement errors. So I mean, if I really want to play Swellman tournament, I probably have to bring that up a lot, but.
I think that's about it that I have.
Alright, well, I am starving, so I'm gonna go find some food.
Yeah,
Sounds like a good idea. Food sounds like a very good idea at this point.
Oh, definitely. I hope you have a wonderful night, and see you next time.
Yeah, thanks.
GG's once again, Ivan.
Yeah. Thank you, and thanks for doing commentary for this.
Not a problem. This is what we get paid for, sorta.
You're getting paid?
No, I'm not getting paid. I'm getting paid and being able to watch these amazing runners do this stuff because it makes me feel like an inferior being because knowing I can't do the things that they can do. I'm happy to be able to wall jump. Never mind the rest of this stuff.
I can definitely.
I really hope that Thorneto does not die in this room or the next room because at half a heart, oh, they have to climb the entire tower again.
Oh, and that's never a fun time. Oh.
That's so rough.
They're a trooper. They're getting through it.
Yeah, they're
Thankfully.
definitely tenacious.
They can use that anti-fairy to get another fairy. But they decide not to.
They'll have plenty of opportunities to do so. There's a couple of rooms that have recharge fairies in them.
Not only that, but they have the bonk room where they can get I think 4 fairies in there.
Sure. There's at least 2.
At least.
Oh, Thorneto doesn't have powder.
Oh.
Never did, what's it called? Hammer pegs.
That's right. So either way, they still have the bonk room right here, and
They elected not to go in it.
Okay.
It's a bold move.
It is a bold move.
Or they don't know. Yeah, they don't know that there's fairies in there. I'm not sure. That room is seldomly visited by runners, so it's hard to remember what's actually in there.
To be fair, I didn't know about that room for the longest time. And that's just me as a casual player.
I had completely forgotten about Rando Room until I started doing randos. The problem is all of these traps take off 1 heart of damage, 1 heart of life, no matter what mail you're wearing. So the blue mail here is relatively ineffective.
There's one more door. Ooh,
There goes the
more.
second one.
Thankfully, they don't have to fight mold.
No, but Moldorm will still be there.
But they did open up the chest, so they don't have to deal with it. Landmo. Is that Landmos?
Yeah, those were Landmos, yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Good execution on the Landmos, so it's good.
I still have not figured out how to do that in 1 cycle. I can't. I just can't. I don't know. I don't know the timing. I just don't do it enough, I guess.
I've done it once, so.
Oh my goodness, the aiming everywhere. It's unfortunate.
I've done it.
Oh yeah, I've done it too.
Same thing.
I do it with silver arrows more than I do anything else.
Oh, definitely. Hey, it's
There's our
Spazer.
Spazer beam.
There's your Spazer.
Woo! Finally found Spazer. The top of the tower. In a most inconvenient location, of course.
You don't need to fight him. Oh, that's right. They don't.
Yeah, they could have jumped across the gap, or they could have hookshot across the gap without killing Moldorm again. Alright, so now we're just going to take down Aghanim without taking 2 hearts of damage.
That's pretty tough. But I feel like Thorn can do this.
Yeah, Thorn's probably got a... Oh, man. Not with these crappy patterns, he doesn't.
One,
It's terrible.
0.
Aghanim is just not playing nice today.
2.
There's a double.
Very nice. The 1. Oof. Thankfully, a blue ball is only half the heart of it.
And now the timing sequence is off, so the two shadows basically are useless. Good
Hey,
job.
there we go.
I'd be willing to bet that he bonks across the gap, mirrors, flutes, gets some potions, comes back and takes on Ganon. Because at the end of Aga 2, you do not get a refill, which is highly unfortunate. There we go.
I've done that way too many times.
Oh yeah, mirror bonking is one of the most irritating things in the game. Because you're like, oh, I'm free, I should be able to do it here. Bonk. Dang it! Going into the Ganon fight with 3 blue potions should be sufficient.
Oh, not only that, but like full set of hearts. Mwah. Perfect. Alright, let's see how this Ganon fight goes. Should be good. Five, 9, 10. That should be the end of that phase.
Phase 3. 2 more slashes. And now we're going to do a teleport, and a teleport, and then another teleport, and then another teleport. Ganon, please. Ganon, stop. Alright, really?
Really want to play keep away, isn't he?
Torch glitch achieved.
Very nice.
Here, have a silver arrow, pig. Oh, woo! Nearly dodged that. If they hadn't dodged that, they would have gotten knocked off.
And then it would have been...
Three hits, one more.
It is on the mother brain.
Boom! Down goes the pig. Let's get a single G in chat for Thorneto. Yes, do not fall off the bridge here. And we are joined by Miss Metroid in chat. Hello, Miss Metroid. Welcome to the tail end of this race. Both runners had excellent execution during this race. The problem was I do believe Thorneto did save and quit there, did they not? I sure hope it has. soft reset. Hi, Miss Metroid. I'm exhausted.
I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm tired. I'm 5D100. No, I'm not sorry.
If the save did not take there, then I will be. That's very unfortunate. I don't know with the soft reset changes. I don't know if that has made any differences. Very strange why they're not going for Ice Beam Super Missile strats. Maybe they're saving their supers? I don't actually know.
They might have missed it and didn't realize. Yeah, I think they accidentally missed it and had to, I think, on their feet.
Just one more room full of Metroids and we'll be getting done with this garbage.
Question is, are they going to use the Zebedite skip, or are they going to do...
I'm gonna go with probably an Ice Beam Zebetite skip, yes.
I was wondering if it was that or Speed Boost. You're going to get Baby Skip? That's the question.
I'd like to see it. Oh, very well done.
Very nice.
Now, Thorneto did turn off their Varia suit. So I hope they remember to turn it back on. Because the rainbow beam is going to hurt a lot more without it being on. And down goes Mother Brain 1.
Let's see about Mother Brain 2. They might be setting up for they might be setting up for stand-up glitches.
Yes, they might be.
So they do have those reserve tanks. Got some ketchup. Lots of ketchup. Oh, they don't have enough energy for it.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, is this a backup? Oh, no, they were just wasting energy. Never mind.
Yeah, they didn't have enough to do the stand-up, so they're just going to take it the old-fashioned way.
Still definitely one of the most climactic endings SNES gaming. Now, again, one last reminder. I forgot to say. I apologize. It is far too late. Anyways. Now, even though it has been about 30 minutes since Ivan did complete the seed, Thorn did an amazing job with their executions, and they are an amazing runner. And definitely give both of these runners a follow if you haven't already.
Also, feel free to give our tracker Sanders316 a follow for keeping us honest during this run. You can also give myself or 5D100 a follow if you so desire. But now it's the final three. It's the final countdown. I would sing it, but I'm too tired.
Final countdown.
There we go. There we go. There it is. Let the theater major take care of it.
Ready to feed us, and still we stand tall.
Again, our tracker keeping us honest, saying that because there's a timer, the Ganon save was definitely there. So even without the save and quit, we did manage to keep the Ganon kill. So that's very, very good to have.
That's good.
It's probably a safety mechanism they put in just for that purpose, because people will do it and not realize they've done it. Oh, speaking of Thorneto, there he is in chat. Aren't you supposed to be racing?
Eye shield? Oh, that's right. Here, combo.
And with there is an official SRL time of 3:41.41. Thorneto has finished in second place in tonight's race. GG's to you, Thorneto. We were joined by him in the Twitch chat.
Let's see if we can get him into voice chat.
Other than that, it was an excellent run by both of our racers. Very well done. Very good show. And we are joined by Thorneto in chat.
Hey, how's it going?
GG's, Thorneto.
Thank you, thank you.
So,
The hammer, though.
the hammer, the Quake medallion, the mirror, they're
The
all
ice rod.
they're all in horrific places.
Oh, I was glad that Ice Rod was where it was, though, because I just found that on my way, thankfully.
Yes, luckily it was in the way. So the seed started off great,
Mm-hmm.
and then just sort of went into the pits.
Yeah, my only issue at the beginning was just the lack of power bombs was really kind of screwing me over. Had to do a bunch of backtracking because I didn't have enough. Metroid.
So tell me your thoughts. How do you feel?
I mean, I didn't expect to stand any chance against Ivan. I'm pretty new to SMZ3 in general. Mostly just do SM speedruns. This was actually a PB for me, so
There you go. GG's on your PB then.
yeah, thank you.
No, you say that you didn't say any chance, but your execution was actually really good. Like,
Oh,
I do
thank
want to
you.
applaud you on that. It was really good execution.
Thank you.
Two questions I do have.
Sure.
One, you didn't use your hook shot to hook onto the big chest in Turtle Rock. Do you not know you can do that?
Nah, I wasn't even thinking of that at that time.
Okay. And
Yeah.
secondly, in Ganon's Tower, you ran out of fairies, and you didn't go to the little bonk room that's after like the giant bridge with the cannonballs.
Did you not know that was there? Or?
Oh, like down below?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. I think I knew about that, but yeah, again, it wasn't crossing my mind. That's unfortunate.
Would have saved you. Would have nabbed you a fairy or two.
Yeah, definitely.
But you
would've
did
saved
pull out
that
a
death.
clutch Aga too with
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
quarter heart left or whatever.
Yeah, took it real careful and managed to survive,
And
thankfully.
he was being kind of a jerk with his absolutely garbage patterns.
He always gives me patterns like that, so.
I was the same question I ask every interviewee I always have come in here is what was your favorite part and your least favorite part of the season?
My favorite part was probably that I could just kind of once I had some Metroid stuff, I could just kind of go there and pretty much clean the whole game out, kind of all at once. It was nice just kind of getting into a groove and playing the one game for a while. So that was nice. I hate when it's like going back and forth too much between the two games. So that was nice. And I was really happy to see that ice rod when I killed that boss.
Oh, definitely.
Because I was considering going into Turtle Rock before going to Swamp, just to hopefully find it in there. But I'm glad I was in Swamp.
I was actually about to ask you if that was what your plan was.
Yeah, I had considered it. But with the mirror, I figured I'd just go and clear Swamp because I could finish it.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well, again, amazing run. Great tricks. You did a fantastic job. It was. Other than that, I mean,
Yeah, thank you
get
guys.
rest.
Yeah, thank you guys for commentating, and I'll see everyone in the next race.
Yeah.
All right, and with that ends our broadcasting for tonight. Tomorrow, there's probably a bunch more races. Let me pull up the schedule real quick, and I can talk about them briefly.
Looks like tomorrow. Oh, looks like there was another race starting at 2:10. Asder versus Robin. I'm not sure if that's done or not. Actually, looks like it got rescheduled. But
Yes, it looks like it did. Tomorrow we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or I guess later today, I should say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 races coming up. Some of them rebroadcasted on the SpeedGaming channels, some of them not. We have a
first one being one at 1:10 p.m. In the name of DT versus Migs on SpeedGaming 2. Definitely go ahead and check that one out. The rest of these, however, we don't have set up just yet. So
that's a lot of races, though.
Oh, definitely. But tournament is going great so far. Again, definitely check out our sponsor if you have the chance, and have a good night, guys.
Yes, make sure to give the SpeedGaming channel family a follow. Give the runners a follow, give the trackers a follow, give the commentary a follow, and check out the sponsors. With that, I'm Semper Firedog, and I will see you guys next mission.
And I'm 5D100. You guys keep rolling them dice and have a great night.